Very similar prison layout with the E-circle system. I don't know, I was like grossed out by it. I was like, wow, they did not do their own thing.
The age-old question has always remained, what is better, Mad City or Jailbreak? After a couple of years of Mad City quitting, later on, Jailbreak has done a lot. From 2 live events, to a whole new map, to quite literally fixing a lot of the bugs and things that we were annoyed about since the start of the game, which was 10 years ago. They've established themselves as one of the most nicest and cleanest and most fun open world games on Roblox. So why did Mad City Chapter 2 die out? It's very simple. Nostalgia. Chapter 2 had zero nostalgia of the original Mad City. When Mad City first came out, I'll tell you exactly why it became a lot more popular than Jailbreak. It was bigger, it was nicer, it was cleaner. It had a vibe to it and a style to it that no other Roblox game really had, and I'm sure you guys understand the feeling that you felt playing Mad City Chapter 1. It just felt so good, and it kind of felt like GTA 5, but basically a Roblox version. That's literally what it felt like playing Mad City at the time. And when you played Jailbreak, you did get GTA 5 vibes, but Mad City perfected it, which is why so many people played Mad City. Even after Mad City quit updating for a long time to work on Chapter 2, Mad City still had 10,000 to 30,000 players, which was surpassing Jailbreak's player count when they were updating consistently. This literally proves how good Mad City was of a game, even without updating. And then they ruined everything. When Chapter 2 came out, sure, it was cool, but the style that we all fell in love with originally with Mad City, and the game we genuinely thought was a lot better than Jailbreak, is no longer a game that is better than Jailbreak. Even though they worked on Mad City Chapter 2 for over a year and a half, immediately upon launching Mad City Chapter 2, Jailbreak took the crown of the best open world game on Roblox. Chapter 2 was just not it. They completely ruined the style that we all fell in love with. It no longer felt like GTA 5, it just felt like kids' game. When you played the original Mad City, it really didn't feel like a kid's game. It felt like at least a 16+ game for people that want to play a GTA 5 version on Roblox, but a friendly version. Now when you played Mad City Chapter 2, it felt like it was literally GTA 5, but it was for 5-year-olds. And that's when the downfall completely began for Mad City Chapter 2, because they started updating less, knowing that their player count was decreasing. Upon the launch of Mad City Chapter 2, they had 100,000 concurrent players. And then within the next 25 minutes, it drastically dropped to 10,000 players. And then the next day, 5,000 players, which means they wasted over $100,000. It was very evident that changing the entire game was a big mistake. But there's a question here that's missing and needs to be inputted into the puzzle. Why did they do Chapter 2? Now, obviously, none of us are developers, but their logic was that because a main programmer of the game quit working on Mad City in 2020, they were no longer able to update the game. Which is a very weird logic, because I've never heard any other Roblox game ever say that before. I mean, let's look at Jailbreak. They had 2 programmers in the past. Well, one still works for Jailbreak, which is Epic Tank, but they also had this bacon-haired developer. And these 2 developers, with no problem, worked on the game. I also asked one of my friends who's a very well programmer slash coder, and he said that as long as the other programmer slash coder slash scripter learns their scripts and how they program, there shouldn't be an issue at all. So why did Mad City choose to do Chapter 2? It was quite literally so unnecessary for them. It might have genuinely just been an excuse to do Chapter 2, but it was definitely a big mistake. Anyways, they went along with their logic of not being able to update the game because the main programmer quit. As soon as they hired their new programmer, they obviously worked on Chapter 2. But the programmer that worked on Chapter 2 for Mad City also quit, which is where the downfall for Mad City Chapter 2 really began, because after that they hired another new programmer, and of course their one logic that they have been saying for quite a while, they must have a new programmer for Chapter 3. This is where the game absolutely died, because from here on out, nobody has ever touched Mad City ever again. But Jailbreak has thrived over time. They've had their downfalls where they announced they quit the game and they're no longer working on it, and then came back with quite a banger, released quote-unquote Chapter 4, which honestly, I had no idea we were on Chapter 4, released a whole new section of the map, but while keeping the OG section of the map and bringing OG elements back into Jailbreak. Jailbreak. This is what you should be doing, not changing the entire game, otherwise everyone would have left. If Jailbreak did a whole new map, the entire community would have quit. Now, is Mad City Chapter 2 better than Jailbreak today? The answer is very obvious. No, it's obviously horrible. But I think, and this is honestly a really hot take, but I'm gonna say it even though if I'm gonna get hate for it. I think Mad City Chapter 1, as of today, 2026, is better than 2026 Jailbreak. When you hop on, it literally gives you that GTA 5 feeling. It is quite literally GTA 5. And they've done a great job with Chapter 1. If they continued on, I bet they would have over time beaten Jailbreak. And I truly believe that. If they kept updating Mad City Chapter 1 without doing Chapter 2, over time, they would have overtaken Jailbreak, and Mad City, as well as Jailbreak, would have still been competing as of today. But sadly, they decided to absolutely disrupt those plans with Chapter 2. And the only way to save Mad City at this time is to honestly redo the entire game, remove this Chapter 2 that they did, and bring back the original Mad City. This is genuinely the only way. And if K-Master, the owner of Mad City, ever wants to revive Mad City, they have to do it, because Chapter 2 will not cut it. Maybe some people who come onto Roblox from GTA 6's hype will like Mad City Chapter 2, but over time they would prefer games like Jailbreak, which is a much cleaner, more GTA 5 style game, as well as Prison Life. These two games will most likely resemble GTA 6 the most to kids. They will hop on. Mad City has so much potential. All they have to do is bring Chapter 1. The competition for all of these games colliding with each other will begin. But this also entirely depends on how GTA 6 is structured. GTA 5 had a lot of prison elements, and as you can see from this section of the trailer, it seems like in this story of GTA 6, the prison is involved, which means that the prison genre for sure will have some part in Roblox's gaming genre. Roleplay games and all of these games not related to GTA 6 will eventually go down in players. And why I'm so confident that prison games will rise to the top during Roblox's game genre switch when GTA 6 comes out is because literally TikTok, Instagram, and everything will be filled with GTA 6 memes, story mode clips, and so much more. The entire internet will be talking about GTA 6. This is a game that has been meaning to come out 6 years ago, but it's coming out so late. This is a game that's not even a game, but it's a huge achievement in history. Roblox will rise to the top along with GTA 6 because they have been talking about bringing Roblox to GTA 6 as well. I can't wait to see prison games finally rise to the top and for us to relive our childhood once again and probably begin a completely brand new golden era of Roblox, because it's coming. And if you're not prepared, then I don't know why you're not prepared, because this is going to be a completely brand new era of Roblox that you will never experience ever again.